Hey guys, welcome you all in this new video. I'm here with another very cool add-on this time, which was just released on Blender Market and Gumroad. Serpent's Visual Scripting add-on is an excellent add-on for those who want to get their work done without getting into scripting in Blender. You can write add-ons easily just by connecting nodes, just similar to what you do in animation nodes, or if you are familiar with shader editor in the Blender. Now, I know these examples are not much relevant for this, as they are just for shading and animation, while this is for developing add-ons. I just want to point out the nodes if you are not familiar with this concept. This add-on helps you develop add-on easily without writing a single line of code, and thus makes your work easy. After you have done pretty much of what you wanted, you can also export the code as a Python file as an installable add-on. You also got built-in documentation and example templates to help you get started. After you install the add-on, you can see its own editor, and in the node editor you can click on that help icon if you are a new user and needs a quick introduction. And when you click on that icon, you can see that there are some slides present to introduce you with its user interface and different types of nodes with some screenshots. This is pretty good and quick short tutorial, and you can head over to the documentation of this add-on for a more detailed introduction. And there are also some of the template examples for the help to get started, each covering a different topic. So to run these nodes, you need to click on that compile button. Shortcut key for this is Shift+R, and when you run this template immediately created a panel in the scene tab. And as you can see, there is an enumerator that is just drawn by these nodes. You can experiment and play with these templates to get a better understanding of using this add-on. So let's test this. We will be going to make a very simple add-on that can smoothen the selected mesh, and for UI we will make a pie menu and a keyboard shortcut for it. So we will begin with creating a simple operator which will be called upon clicking on the button in the pie menu. When you add this create operator node, you have a label input, that is what you want this operator to be called. You can type any relevant name you want, and in the description you can enter the relevant information about the operator which can be used for the tooltips. And there are further options which ensures that after clicking what happens, should this operator be executed directly, or a confirmation dialog box should appear, or a pop-up box, etc. So we can leave that to none, and this will execute it directly upon clicking on the button. And now I have added a pie menu node from the interface, which will of course create a pie menu. This also has a label input. Here you can enter the name of the pie menu, whatever you want it to call. I will name it Smoother. And then we will need a key map node for creating a shortcut for the pie menu. And from the drop down you can choose the region where you want this pie menu to appear upon pressing the shortcut key. I want it to appear in 3D view. Then choose the pie menu option and select the name of the same that we just created, and then you can assign any key you want to assign to the pie menu. I am assigning Ctrl+Alt+Numpad 1. And after compiling this add-on, if we press the Ctrl+Alt+Numpad 1 key, the empty pie menu will appear, as we have not created any button in that till now. So before doing that, let's add some function to this operator that we created. So for doing this, I am going to add run operator node, and using this node we will call some of the inbuilt operators. Basically, we want to add a subdivision surface modifier and shade smooth operator to smoothen any object, and for this I want to call subdivision surface modifier at first, and for that you can search for modifier add operator, and this will load the list of all the modifiers, and then we can choose one of the required modifier from the list of all. And then for setting the levels of subsurf modifier operator, we need to call another operator, and for this we will need the same node again. So I can duplicate this node by pressing the Shift+D key and search for subdivision set operator, and this will load the level of subsurf modifier. You can increase the value of the levels from here, and whatever value you set here, the modifier will be created using that levels. And now we can create a button in the pie menu to test out whether it is working or not, and for the button we need to drop a button node. You can also choose icons from here. When you click on that icons, you can see that there are a lot of icons available to choose from. These are inbuilt icons that are loaded with Blender. So you need to select the relevant icon that signifies the application of that button. For now I am selecting any of the icons just for demo purpose, and in the text field you can name the button, and I will leave the description for now. And then we want that this button should execute that smoother operator, and for this just duplicate the run operator node and connect the socket from the button to the run operator node, and switch to custom and choose the smoother operator. and then we are ready to go. But before that, let's add shade smooth operator to this, and for that you just duplicate the run operator node and type in shade smooth, and this is it. One more simple step I want to do here is, as we have added a smoothener, we also want a simple button in the pie menu to remove these operations. So for this I will just duplicate these operator nodes, and in create operator node I will change the name from add smoothener to remove smoothener. And now we also need to change the text in the description, and this time in run operator node we do not want to add any modifier, we just want to remove that modifier. So I will type in modifier, and now I can see all the operators related to this. Now select the modifier remove operator, and this creates a string input in the node, and this needs the name of the modifier. So we can just copy the name from subdivision surface modifier to make sure the name exactly matches, and we can delete this run operator node as we do not need it now. For the remaining run operator node, just type shade, and from the list of available options choose shade flat, and this way we are back to the original shading. And now for remove smoothener operator that we have just created, we also need a different button in the pie menu. So we can just duplicate the button node and also duplicate the run operator node and change the custom operator to remove smoothener, and also change the name of the button. And now we are ready to go. So we can click on compile add-on, and here you can see you have the option to name your add-on if you want to name it, or you can leave it for now by clicking on ignore name. After that, click on OK button, and now this is the time to test what we have done till now. So here let me remove this subsurf modifier which we added for copying the name, and now if you press your assigned keyboard shortcut in 3D view, your pie menu should appear. Mine is Ctrl plus Alt plus numpad 1. So here you can see this pie menu has two options, add smoothener and remove smoothener. When we click on add smoothener, this will add subsurf and shade smooth operation on cube. As you can see, the subsurf modifier has only one level at its default, so we need to increase this value, and for this you can update the value of the levels in the node. And we also need to assign a different icon to remove smoothener button, and for this just change the icon from the respective node, and then if you just hit the compile button again, it should be fine. And now we need to remove the smoothener, and for this we can hit the shortcut key for the pie menu and then press the remove smoothener button, and this will set back this to its default. And now if you add that again, it should apply with the new settings. So it is working very fine, and you can test it on various objects and it works very nicely. And you can also get the code for this node network that we just built. When you go to the scripting tab or in the text editor, you will find the file with the same name that is of your node tree, and here you can add your name or edit some information about the add-on, or if you want to distribute it as an add-on, you can export this too. By the way, if you want to add information about the add-on, you can do that in the properties panel also, that appears when you press N. So overall what I wanted to say is, as you have noticed that we barely took a few minutes to develop our own add-on in the Blender, and that too without writing a single line of code. Just think how easy it makes your work, and also makes easy for those who are new to scripting or even unaware of that. One thing I can assure you about this add-on is this will definitely make your work very easy, and creating different UI will be a child's play for you. And you should obviously give this add-on a try, and I believe this will blow your mind. If you want to get this add-on, it is available on Blender Market and Gumroad for $12, and you can buy this from the link in the description. I hope you liked the video, and if so, you can press the like button and also the subscribe button for more upcoming cool videos. So let's wrap this video up and see you in the next video. Till then, tata, bye bye, thanks.